Welcome to our Trump briefing program. Today, we have some intriguing stories to share. First up, the Chinese shopping app DHgate has seen a massive surge in downloads following President Trump's latest tariffs announcement. With over 35,000 downloads in the US, it's climbing the charts as users flock to find affordable replicas of high-end brands. However, upcoming tariff changes could complicate shipping and fees for this popular app. Next, we turn to international affairs, where Iran has confirmed that the second round of nuclear talks with the US will take place in Rome. Amid rising tensions, these discussions are crucial, especially after the resignation of a key negotiator and the appointment of a new one. Iran's right to enrich uranium remains a non-negotiable point, making this a pivotal moment for both nations. Lastly, in the realm of environmental policy, a federal judge has ruled that the Trump administration's EPA cannot terminate grants from a significant fund for climate-friendly projects. This ruling is a setback for the administration, as it allows nonprofits to regain access to crucial funds that were previously frozen. The judge found insufficient evidence to support the EPA's claims of financial mismanagement. Please stay tuned for more detailed content. Yahoo US reports that the Chinese shopping app DHgate has seen a remarkable surge in downloads following President Trump's announcement of increased tariffs on Chinese imports. The app, known for its wide array of affordable products, particularly dupes of high-end brands, jumped from the 352nd to the second position in the US App Store within a week. With over 35,000 downloads in just a few days, TikTok users have started promoting DHgate as a way for Americans to access luxury items directly from Chinese manufacturers at significantly lower prices. The app offers everything from electronics to fashion items, making it a popular choice for bargain hunters. The Toronto Star shares that Iran has confirmed the next round of nuclear talks with the United States will take place in Rome, amid ongoing tensions over its nuclear program. The announcement follows the resignation of a key negotiator, highlighting the shifting dynamics within Iran's leadership. As the stakes rise, with threats of airstrikes from the US if a deal isn't reached, Iranian officials are warning about their potential pursuit of nuclear weapons. The involvement of Oman as a mediator underscores the delicate nature of these negotiations, with both sides needing to navigate a complex web of diplomatic relations and domestic pressures. In another update from the Toronto Star, a federal judge has ruled that nonprofits awarded billions from a Biden-era green bank cannot have their contracts canceled by the Trump administration's EPA. This ruling comes as a significant victory for climate-friendly initiatives, allowing these organizations access to funds that were previously frozen. The EPA's claims of financial mismanagement were dismissed by the judge, who emphasized the lack of substantial evidence against the nonprofits. This case reflects the ongoing battle between environmental policies and the Trump administration's push for fossil fuel reliance, showcasing the complexities of federal funding and regulatory oversight in the climate sector. The Toronto Star reports that over 2,000 young AmeriCorps volunteers, who dedicate their time to disaster response and community projects, have been abruptly discharged due to changes in government priorities under the Trump administration. This decision, communicated through an email, cites programmatic circumstances beyond your control as the reason for their early exit from the National Civilian Community Corps, NCCC. These volunteers, typically aged 18 to 26, have contributed significantly to disaster recovery efforts, including those after Hurricane Katrina and Hurricane Helene, accumulating over 8 million service hours since the program's inception in 1999. The funding for NCCC, which reached nearly $38 million last fiscal year, has been curtailed, impacting the program's sustainability and leaving many volunteers uncertain about their future education benefits. In a proactive response to the economic challenges posed by Donald Trump's tariffs, Premier Doug Ford of Ontario has introduced legislation aimed at dismantling internal trade barriers within Canada. The proposed Protect Ontario Through Free Trade Within Canada Act, 2025, seeks to enhance competitiveness by allowing direct sales between provinces, such as Ontario wineries selling to consumers in British Columbia. Ford emphasizes that these regulations hinder economic growth, with Statistics Canada indicating that internal trade barriers equate to a nearly 7% tariff on goods, costing Ontario's economy an estimated $200 billion annually. By fostering mutual recognition among provinces for goods and services, the legislation aims to streamline trade processes, reduce costs, and encourage economic collaboration amidst the ongoing tariff turmoil. The Globe and Mail highlights the recent trend of low volatility stocks outperforming the market, driven by a defensive investment strategy amid economic uncertainty. CIBC analyst Sid Mokhtari has identified key stocks within low volatility ETFs that are contributing to this trend, including Fairfax Financial and Loblaw companies. As the S&P 500 faces potential weakness, these defensive stocks are positioned to continue their outperformance. Meanwhile, Goldman Sachs economist Jan Hatzius warns of a mad king tax resulting from the erratic tariff policies, predicting a significant decline in corporate investment and job growth in the U.S. This uncertainty could lead to a reduction in consumer spending as job losses mount, exacerbating the economic challenges faced by many Americans. Additionally, a recent study reveals that a staggering 79% of U.S. employees are disengaged at work, raising concerns about the overall productivity of the workforce in an otherwise affluent society. Yahoo U.S. In a significant legal ruling, D.C. Chief Judge James Boasberg has determined there is probable cause to hold the Trump administration in criminal contempt for failing to comply with his order regarding the removal of individuals to El Salvador under the Alien Enemies Act. Judge Boasberg's order, issued on Wednesday, demands that the government either adhere to his initial directive by April 23 or disclose the identities of administration officials who could face individual sanctions for their actions. The judge emphasized the importance of judicial orders, stating that the Constitution does not permit deliberate disobedience, particularly from officials who have sworn to uphold it. This ruling underscores the ongoing tensions between the judiciary and the executive branch, highlighting the critical role of the courts in maintaining accountability. Yahoo U.S. President Trump's emergency order has prompted the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to expedite the permitting process for a controversial tunnel project proposed by Enrich, which aims to house an oil and gas pipeline beneath the Straits of Mackinac. This decision has sparked fierce opposition from environmental groups, who argue that fast-tracking the project poses significant risks to the Great Lakes and local communities. Critics, including the Sierra Club, warn that an oil spill from the aging infrastructure could have catastrophic consequences, contaminating water supplies and devastating the local economy. Enbridge, however, defends the project as essential energy infrastructure, claiming it will enhance safety while ensuring the continued delivery of vital energy resources. As legal battles between Enbridge and the state of Michigan continue, the future of the Line 5 tunnel remains uncertain, with advocates calling for thorough environmental reviews to protect the region. CNN, while consumers may currently avoid significant price hikes on certain electronics due to President Trump's recent tariff exemptions, uncertainty looms over the tech industry as new tariffs on semiconductors are expected soon. Trump's memorandum excludes specific items like smartphones and computers from the reciprocal tariffs on Chinese imports, providing a temporary relief for major companies like Apple, which heavily relies on iPhone sales. However, many smaller tech products, such as charging cables and earbuds, are not exempt and could see price increases. The unpredictability of tariffs complicates supply chain management for tech companies, as they scramble to adjust to fluctuating demand. Analysts predict that while larger items may remain stable for now, the impact of tariffs on smaller, everyday tech gadgets could be more pronounced, affecting consumer purchasing decisions. As companies brace for potential changes, the landscape of the tech market continues to shift amid ongoing trade tensions. CBC Niagara Falls, Niagara-on-the-Lake is gearing up for a significant election in 2025, with a new name and altered boundaries following a 2023 redistribution. The riding, which has consistently favored conservative candidates since 2004, saw Tony Baldinelli triumph in 2021 with 38% of the vote, edging out Liberal Andrea Kaiser at 33%. This election promises a rematch between the two. The riding, encompassing the municipalities of Niagara Falls and Niagara-on-the-Lake, is characterized by a mixed urban-rural landscape and boasts a median household income of $78,000. Candidates from various parties have shared their visions, although many did not respond to a recent survey. Baldinelli emphasizes a Canada First approach after years of Liberal leadership, while Kaiser highlights her extensive experience in local politics and community engagement. Shannon Mitchell of the NDP advocates for strengthening public healthcare and affordable living, reflecting the struggles of everyday Canadians. Celia Taylor from the Green Party resonates with constituents by sharing her own challenges with cost of living and advocating for environmental sustainability. Other candidates include Ywar Anwar from the Centrist Party and Daniel Schachmans from the Libertarian Party, each presenting distinct platforms aimed at addressing the pressing issues facing their community. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6do Brief via email.